What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Half-Assed Gaming. This is DayZ Part 2. Where we last left off, I went and entered the town of Chern, and I was looking for some weapons. I got chased by some zombies, still didn't find no weapons, and I heard a wounded person. So, as you can see right now, we're climbing up this tower. We're about to see if we can find ourselves something. Nothing, so we head our way back down. I should say I head my way back down, but since I'm the only one playing this, of course. But we make our way back down, and this is where the moans actually are continuing. And it's probably hard for you guys to hear it, but I'm actually here. You know, while I was playing, I could actually hear it quite well. So here I go. I kneel down. I go ahead and check my surroundings. I go and see maybe if there's anything inside here I could use. There's nothing, so I go ahead and make my way down towards the what looks like a factory, some sort of industrial area. So here I am, just creeping. I'm about to make my way over down there to that factory. I kind of check it out because I'm kind of worried about these zombies, because if you look, none of the blips are really appearing in front of me, so that kind of had me a little worried. Thing was, there weren't a lot of zombies actually in the immediate area. So here I am, just creeping, crawling, make sure the 5-0 don't get me. So I go ahead and drop down to prone, and I go ahead and low crawl across this wall, while at the same time checking my area. And as you can tell, a lot of zombies. So I'm not taking any risk. I go ahead and try to space myself a little bit in between me and the zombies so that he can't aggro me. This is another great efficient rule in the military, is always space yourself some distance from the enemy if you are close and trying to stay concealed. Unless you're going up to kill them. So here we are, I'm just low crawling under some cover and some brush. About to make my way. I'm just going to go check over here to see maybe if there's any enterable houses. And I believe that warehouse right there is actually enterable. So I low crawl across the street again. Another mistake, but I wasn't. This is kind of where the military tactics kind of, doesn't trump the game, tactics, because aggro is still a thing regardless. If the zombie can't even, might not even see you, might be indoors, but yet because of the aggro and the how would we say, the length of the aggro, not the length, but the diameter of the of a zombie's aggro is so high, you still need to stay concealed, even though it's not the best tactical advantage against other players. So here I am creeping. Yeah, just keep it on the down low. Sorry, a little TLC reference. Now, I know y'all know what TLC is. I mean, some of y'all who don't, y'all need to look them up. You got Lisa Left-Eye Lopez, and I forgot the rest. Well, whatever, anyways. So, none of the buildings I entered in were actually enterable. But this is the part where I started really freaking out, because this is where I start hearing gunshots. There we have a dead player. And that was another thing that kind of freaked me out. And then I believe I tried to, I found some wire fencing kit. Yeah, buddy. Always good to have. Make sure you throw that out in front of some door or something if you are trying to do a little zombie hunting to clear out the area, or if you're trying to get inside a hospital. It's always a great way to break open one of the windows, throw the wiring fencing in front of the window, and then just grab the items you need, leave the server, and then jump into another server where the zombies aren't at. Kind of a cheap maneuver, but you're trying to survive. You use any means necessary. That's my rule. So I noticed that this factory here is, you can actually enter it. So I go ahead and try to make my way up this little ramp here. And then I go inside, and I believe I find nothing. Yeah, no, I found a hatchet. Now, what I found really disappointing was, I don't know if in the recent updates they turned it back, but when I tried to pick up this hatchet, it wasn't becoming a weapon like I had hoped. It was just an actual material. Oh, see, that's where more gunshots pop off, and that's where I was just like, oh, time to get my black ass out of here. So I go ahead and I had some trouble with the hatchet because it was quite confusing me, because I was like, where is it? How come I don't have it in my hand? So I kind of actually, after going in here looking at, you know, some more Makarov mags, because I don't have enough of those already, no pistol, I actually, see, I've tried to figure out how to work the hatchet, but I keep dropping it. See, and there's a hatchet laying there again, and that's where I kind of figured out that, at least when I was playing at the time, when I made this footage, the hatchet wasn't a weapon anymore. See, I was, you know, doing it a couple times to double check to see maybe, you know, there's a glitch, or maybe it's just something I'm not doing right. But sadly, the hatchet is no longer a weapon, which is a shame, because it was a great weapon, and I'm actually kind of mad at the creator of this mod, because he seems to want to take away every advantage you have against these zombies and other players. I know he's trying to make the game difficult, and he's trying to give some sort of, you know, feeling of suspense, but when you sit there and you just take away all tactical advantage whatsoever, it takes away all the fun. I mean, what is the point of even playing? I mean, you sit there and you know, travel miles across land, and you're sitting there going in buildings and dodging zombies, and then one, you're not even finding weapons, and then when you do find some sort of weapon that has some sort of, you know, gives you some sort of tactical advantage, you might as well not even use it, because 2-3 days later the guy's just going to go ahead and mod it again, or, you know, patch it up, and then you don't have a tactical advantage. I mean, this is a zombie apocalypse. Anything and everything should be used towards, you know, fighting and surviving, but obviously the guy does not see that. He tries to keep the game balanced, I guess. I don't know his reasoning. I just think it's dumb. So here's where more of those gunshots were going off. Let's see, I double checked I checked the areas. I made sure that there wasn't any snipers in the area. So jerry cans are kind of useless since I don't have a vehicle, which is another thing I don't like, is, you know, vehicles you can only keep per server, and you would actually have to be able to, like, fix it up, and you would have to have more than one person to help you out, which I find is really dumb. I mean, I don't go and, you know, bust my rear end just so I can rely on other people. You know, I'm not really a person who plays with other members. I'm not really a social gamer, and if I am, then, you know, it's with somebody I can actually talk to. See, I'm kind of an old school gamer. I'd rather sit there like in the old days of the Genesis, where we played 2-player games and the person was sitting next to me, we're having a conversation, we're getting the full experience, not this, you know, press to talk, hey, friendly, you know, hey, let's build the car, okay, yeah, blah blah blah. I don't know, it just doesn't seem very engaging to me, because I don't see, you know, I'm not sharing the full experience with my other friends when they're playing, and all I'm seeing is them over a microphone. Granted, it is a better advantage because I get people out of my house, although really no one ever comes over because I never invite them in the first place. But I usually go over their place. But I'd rather, you know, if I play a game like this, I'd rather play alone, because one, you can't even trust your friends. A lot of friends that I play with will backstab you in a heartbeat in these kind of games. So it's kind of something, you know, and I mean, I don't blame them, because, again, they're trying to survive just like I am. I mean, they don't have to sit there and, you know, do the things that... Oh yeah, I remember, this thing was actually able to open up. That kind of surprised me. Another thing they actually need to work on in this game is the zombies have the ability to just walk through walls and open doors. I think they should actually add some sort of kind of like a health bar to the doors, so, you know, like if you're inside a building, you can actually fortify the area, and then if you do get chased down by zombies, you can actually hide inside the building, fortify the area. You know, the zombies are trying to break through the door, and then maybe within that time you have enough time to throw out some wiring and get yourself situated and not having to really, you know, be scared of getting killed off. And then, you know, the door, you know, you throw some wire out. I don't know, leave the server if you want, or something. I mean, Excuse me, folks. That's my dog. Hold on, real quick. Go. Sorry, but here we are inside this little gate shack. Just found some drink, which is always important to have. As you can see, I have a canteen. That canteen is actually probably one of the best things you can find as far as hydration goes, because it is refillable. If you have something that, you know, like a can of soda or something, you drink it, it's done. You can't use it anymore. But with a canteen, you could drink it, you keep it in your inventory, you just find a water source. You can't use oceans, I think, anymore. You just find the water source, you gather the water you need, and then you can continue on. This is perfect for having to trek through things like forested areas or, you know, anything else. I mean, this is what really helped me out. Canteens and, you know, whatever helped me out going to places like the airfield, places where my character constantly got tired trekking up those hills across long distances. This was good for him, because then all I had to do was check the map, throw up the map, check to see if there's any water sources, get the water source, drink one, and then refill it, and then I could continue further on to the next water source until I made my way into the airfield and back. Now, one of the issues I don't like about oh wait, yep, here it is, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I found my gun. That's right, I finally found my first weapon. And then go ahead and grab some of that ammunition, and we move on. Going back to the subject, food is actually one of the scarcest resources in this game. You need to have food, and the thing I don't like about not having food is, or excuse me, having food is, it's not, yes, of course it's not refillable, because obviously you can't just go to a thing. You can hunt, but then you have to make a fire, which exposes you like crazy. I didn't know this until I actually played some time ago. I threw up a fire, cooked some meat, and I mean, I was lit up like a Christmas tree. I was so scared. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. Please stay tuned for part 3. We're probably going to do a little live footage of this tomorrow on Saturday. So, check it out, and Weacro signing out.